All right, folks. So we are continuing with this animation here. I'm doing the in-between frame, not an in-between frame, actually the recovery frame from this attack animation. So this is the idle. This is the new smear frame that we did to go into the attack. Originally, we had a wind-up where his elbow was bent and then he did the attack. But this looks a lot better. It's a lot faster. It looks more impactful. And it really plays into the character being a fast character, which he is in the anime. Now we're gonna let so this attack this frame is gonna linger for a little while, and then this one is going to be back. We're going back to the idle. So what we're doing is what's called a recovery frame, and we're gonna be doing it here right now. So I'm gonna use the HB pencil first. Now I have like 6 problems noted down with Procreate Dreams. I am gonna talk about each one briefly in this video. Now the first one is gonna be there is no move and selection tool while you're in this mode, while you're in the drawing mode. So if I hit done up here, it brings me back to this, frame viewer. And if I want to move things around, I can, like, how do I do it? I just tap this and then I can move it around. But I can't move it around when I'm in drawing mode, where if I go here, and then I zoom in, I can't like select this thing and move it. Normally in Procreate, there would be an option where there's like an arrow and there's a cursor and you just click that and you move it. So there's no way to do it here, which is very, it's like a simple thing. I know that Procreate Dreams is young and a lot of these things are going to be added in like a version 1.1 or a version 2, but it's just a little bit of an annoyance. What we'll do though, because these limitations are going to force me to put everything in the right spot, which is honestly fine with me because I've been trying to tell myself I need to focus on certain skills, namely pre-visualization and line confidence, and reducing the use of the undo button. Now, another limitation is that Procreate Dreams also does not have very good Magic Keyboard compatibility, or it doesn't have any at all. So if I hit Command Z to undo on the keyboard, it's not going to work because, it just doesn't. Now, it would be really amazing if Procreate Dreams added Magic Keyboard compatibility, because it would improve the workflow. Because in any animation program on a desktop, even a Mac desktop or a Windows desktop, you're going to have a keyboard, and your program is going to have a ton of keyboard shortcuts to give you tons of options to improve your speed. So if Procreate Dreams can add that, it would just really put them up the competitive scale. Because it has stuff that even it doesn't have stuff that even Krita has, which is a free open source program. So I really want I believe in Procreate Dreams, and I really want it to be incentivized to make the switch. But yeah, anyways, we'll keep drawing here, and then we'll continue talking about we'll continue talking about like the other problems. Especially I'll talk about it if I end up running into one too. I'm just using the general size of the head here, and then gonna move the hair in such a way where it's flowing in the direction that it's coming from. Okay. What would be really cool in this attack if the pants in this frame had like a secondary animation where the pants kind of like billowed a little bit to the right and then recovered too, like a little bit secondary animation, but that would be like extra, Okay, we're gonna try to complete this frame completely in this one recording. We'll see how quickly we can do it, because I really want to improve like my efficiency and everything. So what I'm gonna do, well, hold on, I'm putting my glove on right now. I didn't have it on. Let's figure out where the arm would be going. So I think if he's returning to the idle stance, he would be bending this arm that way. So I think he would be like this, and the hand was to be starting to relax. Maybe the fingers open. Maybe fingers still in maybe chop mode or stab mode. And then his hand returning back. He's going to be standing up, so whoops. Oh, you can easily add that way. That's cool. Can you move things around too this way? Huh. You can add, but you can't delete easily. Unless you do cut. Let's try that. Hold on. Cut. Nope. It doesn't work. Deleting frames in flipbook mode would be nice. Is there a way? I will write that down. Deleting frames from flipbook mode. That would be a very nice option to have. Okay, so like that. His foot is going to be sliding back. Let's get a pelvis in here. I think his torso's too big. This is a small kid. Yeah, the hips are probably about right here. And then the legs here. Legs here. Can we play this back? How do you play back in flipbook mode? Is there a playback? What? Hold on. There's no playback in flipbook mode? Oh, that's so bad. Playback in flipbook mode. See, even I'm just running into so many things. I'm like, okay, there's things that should be easier. It's like they want you to animate in this mode here, but they make the space so small. This frame viewer is not adjustable. Like it only is one size. It's either that or flipbook mode. Adjustable size for frame viewer. Yeah. I might make a whole nother video like explaining the problems. I want to keep using it though. Okay, so we're gonna let that attack linger a little bit longer now that we've established it. Let's move this over here. Move this over here. No, I didn't want that. Okay. Okay, let's play that one back now. Let's make it a little bit longer too, because it's a recovery frame, so this one can linger a little bit longer. Whoa, what happened there? Okay. There's nothing special about this recovery frame as I'm looking at it. I really want there to be a movement that's like a little bit more characterized is the word. We can have him drop his hand low and then bring it up. Let's try that. We're gonna try it. We want a little more personality in here. We're gonna erase. And again, the onion skin is not really showing up very well. Edit onion skin, the forward frame. We're gonna increase the opacity of that one. Oh, it's because it was 2 frames out. I see. Okay. I see that makes sense. Yeah, because if he just goes straight back to his position, I don't know. I just didn't feel any gravity. I just felt like it was just a really boring recovery frame. That head might be a little bit too big. Let's bring the hand down now. Kind of have him drop his arm a little bit. Might be a little bit too low. Torso here. And then I was thinking like maybe he would like kind of drag his leg back with the hip already over here, and then his leg still kind of like over there. Okay, let's try this now. Leg is a little bit too far, actually. It still has to be pulling back a little bit. Okay, let's try this now. I do like the way his head is still kind of down. Or the way his head goes down a little bit. It might be a little bit too much. And then the position of the arm, it does look awkward. Let's try a different one. What would Killua do? If I was Killua and I stabbed someone with my fingers... The legs look good. The legs, head, and body look good right now, I think. I don't think the head should be facing down very much. But the position of the arm as it recovers, where should it be? This is... I'm not only pre-visualizing a single image here. We're doing a movement. Would he have it out a little bit? Kind of like pulling it out of the guy? I think that's better. Just like pulling it, like... Just kind of pulling it out. I like it better there than closer to the body. Like if I were to test it closer to the body, like here, coming back to its original position, like, yeah, it goes back a little bit too suddenly. So I'm gonna go back here and keep the hand out there. I think this will be it. This will be what we use. Yeah. Now, one thing that bothers me too, I know that, I'm not sure, I guess this might be an issue moving forward. This is not a Procreate issue, but this is the frames that I sent. These are old frames I made a long time ago, and they had a white background to them. So when I look at the onion skins, they show a silhouette and not the actual lines. So I have to keep scrubbing back and forth to see the lines. See, I find myself animating in this tiny space up top. Half the screen is in the frame viewer. I only have one layer of frames. I usually don't have that many layers of frames. So it's like a lot of wasted space. So what we're going to do now, this is a part of the workflow that I have to adjust in Procreate Dreams, is that I'm going to make another layer to do the line art. So this is where we start expressing ourselves. This is where the line confidence really has to come in. I'm going to make sure my eraser is small. Is my brush... No, my brush is too small. Hold on. Should be a little bit bigger than that, right? How big was it in this other frame? My lines. I need to match this one. I need to, you know what? Do they have the brush? They don't have the brush size markers that they have in Procreate. So let's add that one. Procreate's brush size markers. Like, I don't know if marker is the right word, but like when you save it at a certain spot, they don't have that. But this looks like the right brush size. So it's around 2% for the technical pen. So I'll draw the cranium first. I really don't want to have to do 3 passes for... Whoa, why am I drawing there? I'm supposed to be tracing. What is this collar like? It's like that little split in the middle collar, like that. Now, my knowledge of like folding and close is a little bit better than how it was. I don't know, a year or 2 ago when I made this. I don't remember how many years ago I made this, but I should be able to draw it a bit better. It's just a long sleeve shirt. There's the idle frame. Okay. Okay, let's have some confidence here, making our fingers. Okay, that looks fine. Okay. This takes so much concentration right now. I haven't animated it in a while. This used to be so... You know what it is? I'm always scrubbing when I was animating in the past. Now... Oh, this sucks because I would like to be able to... In Krita, I could move from keyframe to keyframe using the keyboard. Next frame or next keyframe. So that's what really informed my drawing. And then I can instantly press one button for playback. So I don't know. There's so many weaknesses here that without Magic Keyboard compatibility, I really hope this becomes more robust. I know it will, but I just wonder if the certain changes that I'm looking for will be implemented. But I don't want to complain. This is an animation program. It's not up to the tool. It's up to me to manage the tool and use it to the best of my ability. Okay. Okay, the pants are a little bit lower here. Okay, this should be enough though. This just one frame scrubbing back and forth like this. Okay. Oh no, it's like a tie. Not gonna actually. I will not worry about that yet. Let's just do the silhouette of the pants. I noticed too, sometimes I make a stroke and it's just not recorded. Now there's a balance in how baggy these pants need to be. I don't want them to get too baggy. and they really taper into his foot. That's the Killua style. Okay, so now let's think about folding. Just clean up these contours here. And then it's foot, and then these little, I don't know what to call these kind of shoes, little flats. Let's make sure his ankle is kind of thin. I think moving forward, I need to make my, if I really want to do just 2 passes, my sketch needs to be a little bit more refined. Shoe got a little bit too small there. A little bit too small. Yeah, this is why I need to be scrubbing constantly, so I have a reference to look at. Another thing too is that I'm not in a very good position when it comes to drawing with the tablet. I kind of got to move my tablet around. I don't get the full range of motion from my arm when I'm drawing like this. So, I don't know. I am in my car, so I don't want to complain about the setup. I just got so used to having the big tablet on the big desktop, and I got this iPad and Procreate Dream so I could do animation on the go. But there are just some weaknesses in my workflow that are just don't feel good yet. But again, I've only been using this program for like 3 days now, so we'll figure it out. Okay, this is where we start moving the arm back. Just a simple long sleeve shirt. A little bit of secondary animation here with the shirt flowing back that way as he pulls back. Maybe start to relax his fingers a little bit. And then hair coming back that way as he recovers, returns to his original position. Not that much hair on that side. Let's establish where his forehead is and where his center line is for his face. Slight angle there. More slight, has to be more slight than that. I think his whole head needs to move. Okay, this is what sucks. I want to take this head and move it this way. Now, in any other animation program, that might be simple. Just grab that and then move it. But in Procreate Dreams, I gotta redraw it, it looks like. I can't just take a piece. Selection and move, that is such a simple tool that we don't have. Let me see if we can find it. You know what? I think I'll stop the video here. I can feel it is getting quite long. So, we'll stop here and then we'll continue doing this frame. I really wanted to finish the frame, but there's just little things that I noticed here and there that are kind of hindering my workflow from being very fast. But we'll just take that into account. So, I'll talk to you guys later. See you soon. God bless. Bye-bye.